This is what it is, okay? I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Hey everyone, that was a clip from a famous interview done with the legendary Bruce Lee. Welcome to episode 5 of Matt Life for Real Life. I'm James Terlecki from Next Level Martial Arts Academy. Today we're discussing, the topic is be water, my friend. Be water. Okay? So obviously taken from the clip that you just seen, Bruce Lee in that clip talks about how water can crash or it can flow. Okay? Now, I'm no expert on the philosophy of Bruce Lee, nor am I going to try. And I could tell you right away that me and Bruce Lee's philosophy on life, we'd probably be butting heads a little bit. We'd have a lot in common, but the foundation of our beliefs would be quite different. Okay, so again, I'm not here to talk about or dissect his philosophy on life. I just want to talk about the quote a little bit, okay, and how it applied to a situation last night in class. So last night we were working on some guard passing some half guard, and yeah, I'm always kidding around. Like today with my kids, you know, I keep saying, telling them, you know, water can fill a cup, it becomes a cup. You pour water into a bowl, it becomes a bowl. You pour water into the teapot, it becomes a teapot. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water. I keep saying this to my kids, messing around. They're getting frustrated. But again, I was just messing with some of my students. I like to mess around, have fun. And but we were talking, one of my students was talking about passing the guard, and he was just discussing how he likes to smash pass, to stack pass. That's his go-to pass. That's what he likes to do. And I said, that's good, you know, that's how I like to pass the guard too. I like to smash pass, I like to stack pass. And that's my go-to, but you have to be able to adapt and change direction. Okay, so I told him, you gotta be like water, right? And passing the guard, like if I'm going for a stack pass and my opponent is defending my pass, I need to have the ability to change course, change direction, right? I gotta go with the flow. I can't continue to stack pass. That's not an option anymore, right? I gotta change things around. I gotta go a different direction, okay? And it's one of the, if you watch high-level guard passers, one of the most unique abilities they have is to start lacing these passes together, to go from a stack pass to a leg drag to a flop pass, like just this ability to just keep flowing. Okay, when you come up against a wall, you don't just, you know, put your head down and go through it. You could just go around it. Okay, and that's what I was trying to get across to my student when I told him to be like water. Hoist Gracie gave us this, it was during a seminar, and he was talking about escaping the bottom position from half guard, and he talked about another illustration with water, that's why I bring it up. But if you pour water in your hand, right, no matter how hard you squeeze, like that water always finds a way out. Okay, you might squeeze super tight right here, but it's gonna leak out over here, or you're gonna squeeze super hard over here, it's gonna find a way out over here. Like water flows, it changes course, right? So that, you know, and that's like the idea. You don't force things when you're trying to escape the bottom. Like, you can't use the same escape every time. Each escape is dependent upon where my opponent is positioned. Is he high? Is he low? Is his weight here heavy to this side or this side? Is he low on my hips, or is he high around my neck? Where's his arms position? You know, where's his hip pressure? Where's his legs? What grips does he have? You know, so every situation is unique, and you have to have the ability to adapt. So Hey, this is Matt Life for real life. In everyday life, life is like guard passing. Life is like escaping the bottom. Like you come to certain points in your life, like where you're up against a wall, or you have an obstacle or a level of uncomfortability, you know, and you can't stay on the same course. You have to adapt. You have to flow. You have to change. So I think that the problem is like when people come up against an obstacle, or even something, you know, just changes of life. You have a baby, you get married, you change jobs, you have to move. Like, people like their level of comfort. They want to go where they're comfortable, okay? So when they meet these obstacles, they kind of revert back. Like they just stay where they are, okay? But if you want to grow, if you want a different result in life, if you want to have breakthroughs, right, and achieve new things, higher things in your life, then you have to have this adaptability. You have to be able to flow. You have to change the course of your life at times. You have to change directions. You can't keep forcing. Sometimes you got to go around, okay? If you're cool with, you know, with who you are and where you're at in life, and you know, you don't want a better marriage, you don't want a better job, you're not reaching for any higher goals, then you could just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to improve, right? If you want a better marriage, you want a better job, you know, you want a different outcome, a different result with your life, then you have to adapt. You have to change direction, right? You can't keep doing the same things you're doing, right, and expect a different result, right? If I'm doing, saying, go back to the guard pass, you know, or the escape from the bottom, if I'm trying to, my opponent's holding me down and this escape isn't working, if I keep using the same escape, the result doesn't change. I don't get out from the bottom. I got to use a different, I got to change paths. I got to use a different escape, right? If you want a different result in your life, you have to change things, right? You have to adapt. You have to flow, okay? So my advice to you is to be like water, right? If you want to change the course of your life, you need to be like water. You need to adapt. You need to change if you want true growth. So this is episode 5 of Matt Life for real life. Be like water, my friend. Okay? Be water. Have a good day.